Loving life, loving life. I'm switching to the tune, new owners. Let's get into it. Let's do this. How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel. I figured, you know what, let's put out a video. There is, or you know, when it comes to football, there's always big news. Big things happening in the world of football, even though it is an international break. So without further ado, allow me to introduce my guest. Let me start with a guy straight out of the cop end of Liverpool. Peter, how's it going, my bro?
Good. And you, Davey?
I'm good, my brother. All good. Did you have a lovely weekend?
A final day for this. So let's hope Premier League is back after tonight's win over Hungary. And then we put away the international search for now.
Yeah, true, loving, lovely stuff. And of course, my second guest, a man who I like to call my Emmanuel Adebayo. Big man, big Dale.
Guys, can we first just give a hand of applause to Devon's costume change? He went from whatever that was to a nice snapback. So Devon, my man, I went like this, my guy, and I was like, yo, that was fast. So big ups to you, my man. Other than that, I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back on David D TV, and as Beaster said tonight, we still have some England footy. Country that are all close to my heart, the Three Lions. So let's put that in the bag, and then we move on to the weekend.
Oh, lovely. Good to have you back, my brother. Good to have you back. And of course, the man with the biggest smile, my guy, Benny B. How's things, my brother?
I'm great, bro. I'm great. Big ups to your intro. I feel like I need some more coffee for that energy, but yeah, we digress. I'm happy to be here. It feels like it's been a while, but I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
I'm good. I'm glad you're back. Love. I'm glad you like the intro. It took a lot of effort, even though my mom is probably going to kill me for throwing a dishcloth one side. And of course, we have football royalty in the building. A man who has represented South Africa 2019 in Argentina, picked up a bronze medal at futsal level. Our special guest, my brothers from David D TV and Big Dale. Let's give a round of applause to our guest, Mr. Fazlur Taliep.
How's it, guys? How's it? Thanks for having me. How you all doing?
Now we all good, my bro. How are you doing? Forget about me. How are you doing?
I'm still buzzing, my bro. I'm still buzzing. Feels like a dream still.
Lovely, love. I'm glad. Look, I can only imagine what you must be feeling. Look, like I said always, if there's one team that deserves this in terms of ownership, I mean, I'm sitting here still with Silent Stanley, and I mean, like really, Mike Ashley was running your club into the ground. I think one thing we can say now is Arsenal are the worst owner in football. But love for jumping on, Mr. Taliep.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for having me.
Let me right away start off with it. So I always say there's three things that I like about Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to bring this up, actually. So here's the first one. I don't know if you guys remember this.
Some crazy ass people, bro.
And then of course you gotta love the crowd, the fans. Obviously they were loving
mad crowd, bro. Best in the land by far.
And of course, Big Dale, you know who's our favorite guy, Mr. Gavin Harris.
The dream team.
Harris, man.
The dream.
The dream team.
Look, I think
from landscaping to St. James's Park.
What a move.
But you know what? Let's get right into it. Mr. Talib, you tell me, give me your thoughts. Look, I know this takeover has been coming for a while. Obviously, the Sheikhs are shaking things up. I know Steve Bruce apparently is on his last. He's on borrowed time at the moment.
I don't
Give me
know.
your
I don't
opinion.
know.
Give
Look,
me your opinion on the turn of events since last week, and how do you feel about this takeover?
I said earlier, the caliber of and
Is it me freezing or is it Taliep?
I
Nah,
was
it's
also
not
thinking,
you.
am I freezing? Am I freezing on that side? Am I freezing?
Talip you there, bro.
No,
No,
as far as look.
that's our guest. That's our esteemed guest. I think there's too much stripes there.
you guys are buffering.
There's too much.
Are we back?
No.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. There we
There's
go.
it back. Go ahead,
No,
bro.
he's gone again. He's gone again.
Oh,
Oh,
there's too
there's
much
he. You're
stripes.
back. You're back. You're back. You're back.
Can you
You
see
can
me?
move all time. Just Bob
Yeah,
and
you
weave while you talk. Bob and weave.
So, like I was saying, I'm just taking it one day at a time because everybody's gonna be linked with the Toon now, guy. But the most important thing is to see what coach we're gonna get because I think the coach will determine the type of player that will be attracted to come to Newcastle. Yeah, so it's just a waiting game, I guess.
Conte already said no.
There were rumors about Brendan Rodgers. Who would you have coming actually in? Who would you like to see at Newcastle?
Look, we have money, so why not say Zidane?
That's not far-fetched. That's not far-fetched.
Look, like I
That's
said,
not far-fetched.
like I said, anybody now other than Steve Bruce will be a positive. Rodgers will be fine. I will be fine with Rodgers. I'll be fine with Stevie G. I'll be fine with Lamps. I'll be fine with Conte. Because any four of that is better than what we currently have, bruh. Because Bruce, he doesn't know what he's doing. Sorry.
Yeah, no, fair enough. How long? Look, I know everything is gonna take a while. I mean, like you look at Man City when they signed Robinho, obviously, of course, as their marquee signing, Alano and Joe and that type of thing. How long do you put on the project before you guys start competing? Because let's be honest, I can see you guys competing in a couple of years' time. How long do you give it?
5. I say 5 years.
That's how long it took City. I think not. That's
I
how
don't
long
think
it
it'll
took.
be. I don't think it'll be quicker than that. Because
Complete
They
squad overall.
there has to
think
be a
it's good.
complete squad overall, and not only for in the first team, like beneath the first team also.
It's a massive
Under
project,
23s, yeah. Like
It's a massive
that
project.
chick said, Amanda Stavely said that they going through everything from the bottom to the
Round up.
top, and they're gonna change everything. So, like I said, it's just a waiting game to see what is gonna happen. I mean, I'm excited. Clearly,
I think their main thing now is to stay in the Premier League.
yeah.
That's the main thing.
That
Number
is the
one
main
target
thing.
for anyone coming in.
Yeah.
in the
Anyone
Premier
coming.
League,
Like,
yeah.
I would literally take Sam Allardyce now if I was Newcastle.
No, just to keep them in the Premier League. Just to keep them in the Premier League.
Just to keep him in the league. And then next year, you won't even get a fight with him. He will say, Allardyce, here's the key. Go ahead. Conte, go ahead.
Exactly.
Zidane, go ahead.
I think
Pochettino.
Newcastle will tell whoever comes in, do not make European football. That's your aim. Don't make top
Yeah.
6.
Just
Make everything besides top 6.
Yeah, no.
yeah.
Look at
So it's exciting times, guys.
I must admit, very exciting times. Big Dale, I want to bring you into something. I want to bring your attention to the image on the screen. 320 billion pounds. That's what they're worth. Don't
That's a
even worry about
country,
the
bruh.
worst. Don't even worry about the worst that's sitting at 7th place. That's Stanley, Silent Stanley for another day. That's a conversation that will lead to
Look,
another
things
day.
might still change for your team, bruh. Don't be so so gloomy.
Nah, don't
Like-
worry. You're not gonna get any positivity out of my side. That's a conversation for another day. This isn't positive currently. Big Dale, how long do you think it will take for them to realistically start competing? And should we be worried as there's another powerhouse in the mix?
Yeah, as you can see by that, we call it the soccer Forbes list. That's a stretch, my man. So that's not. You can see the different other owners. It's like 2 billion difference, and that you go by 200 billion, 250 billion difference. So of course you can see that's going to be a massive change. We spoke about it in the week. My whole things, and I've seen it before. I've seen it with our neighbors. The massive change it can make within a football club. I compare Newcastle United to City at that time, where City was at let's just say 12 years ago, and it's going to be a massive change. City wasn't a team that, of course, I could say was ever a threat, to a top four, to a top six, or to the top teams at that time when we still had a stable top four. But now you can see it's 320 billion, my man. It's going to change. That's not pocket change, my man. That's not we saving on anything. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy money. I heard 5 years from Taliep. For me, it's gonna be a lot quicker than that. My worry, and I probably the rest, Peter can also say attest to that, is my worry is that for the bigger clubs is that when they do make that marquee signing, players like Fred, and those playing Paul Jones, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna change things. It's going to change things. You know what I'm saying? Why you guys laughing at big name players?
I don't
big name players.
Man was mentioning some legends.
Yeah. So
noted.
I mean,
noted.
Phil Jones can, on his CV, you can say he served 10 years at United, so that's very, very big.
Won multiple leagues. Multiple.
Yeah, true.
Two is a multiple.
So,
you're right.
For me, I do see the big change. Yeah, I definitely do see the big change. For the bigger clubs, the Liverpools, the Cities, the Chelseas, the Arsenals, it's a matter of, is Newcastle going to look abroad, or they're going to just stick with what they see in the Premier League? You understand? Are they going to want to snatch up our players? It's not unrealistic anymore what Newcastle has done to even look at the Salah, to look at the Mane, to look at Pierre and Pepe and those type of players within a 3-4 year project.
Not only
within
that,
a 3 or 4 year project.
Sorry to cut you over, but if you look at, there's a lot of quality players at other teams that's not first choice. So we can even dip into that market and tell them, look, we can match your wages. You can play every game here. They will come. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of quality players in the Premier League that is not in the starting 11 at the teams, and we can dip into that market for now.
No,
you know what I mean?
That's why I said it's going to be a 3-4 year project. If we look at how City started, they had players like Steven Ireland, Nigel De Jong, Craig Bellamy, players like that
Gareth Barry.
To us, and Gareth Barry, those players produced because that was the starting of where City is now. Newcastle's probably going to start.
And those are players that knew the Premier League. You know what I mean? So that is the players we need to look at.
In the first window, there was Robinho, but also the Rocky Santa Cruzes and all the players from Arsenal.
Yes.
Not laughing. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know because
they are probably
experienced players.
Yeah. They're probably going to get rid of a bulk of Newcastle players. I would love to see Saint Maximin stay. He's probably going to be that main player.
I think him and Wilson will be the only players I'll keep.
And Joe Willock.
Yeah.
And Joe Willock.
For sure. So for me, David, to answer your question, my man, I see them being a threat. I see our players, Newcastle's going to come knocking. I just hope they'll have that respect to adhere to FIFA fair play. I'm not still sure if that still exists in Premier League football.
Yeah, it does actually.
I hope it does. But if that does exist, and of course, it's gonna bump our contracts and our wages up with our existing players. Because once it reaches 2-3 years, and they see Newcastle maybe started off by winning a Carabao or a FA Cup, that's gonna be great for Newcastle. It's gonna be awesome. They're gonna smell blood. They're gonna want to go then for the Premier League. And they're not going to demand anything less than that. In order to get those,
that lady said the Premier League is with what they want within 5 years, or 5 or 10 years.
No, but you don't win the Premier League like that. You can throw money at it. You don't win the Premier League like that. Not in 5 years.
I know, but that's why we need to see how it's gonna go.
That's why I'm saying it's not impossible for it to be in 5 years. It depends on what do they do from now within that 5 years.
Exactly.
Do they go the
Exactly.
route that City went, or do they go other route? Because if they go City's route, it's not going to take 5 years. But if they go a completely different route that we don't expect, then it could be 5 years. Because if you are looking towards 5 years, you're not going to want to sign Salah now. You want to sign Trent. You would want Trent now instead of Salah. If they had the option, choose one, they would take Trent, not Salah. Because Salah is going to get the golden boot next season. It's not going to benefit them. Trent is going to give them that 5-year deal that they want. Foden is going to be the player they would want. So it's going to be very interesting to see who they sign and for how long. That's my thing. Like Talib said, now we can match the wages, but they can do even better than that. And I don't see players, the starting player, like to get the first player in there, who are you going to choose? Are you going to get that youngster is going to take the leap of faith and go because the club has money? Or are you going to have to settle for your experience that knows the Premier League and hope that this comes with? So it's I'm excited for January to see if they're going to start putting pen to paper in January already, or if they're going to see the season out. But I don't see them.
They already say there's a £190 million kitty available for January. And that still falls within the FIFA fair play regulations. So I don't know what's going to happen, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Look, my personal opinion is that you can have all the riches in the world. Like I just showed you that pic now of Stanley that's sitting in number 7. But I think if you guys employ footballing people like City did and what Chelsea did in senior positions and build a project, then I think your project is going to boom. Or what do you think? Like, I mean,
all about the project, all about the project.
Yeah, I also think so. But there's been a lot of names linked also. I don't know if it's true, but they want to bring Kevin Keegan back as an ambassador. They want Alan Shearer involved in the project. So nothing is concrete yet. So like I said, it's exciting times. I'll take it one day at a time and see how it unfolds.
Fair enough. I wish I had
a good start. That's a good start to go there.
You can't compare this takeover to a PSG or a City. The owners are not in the same level, but we can't comprehend the difference in levels between the richest that is Newcastle now and the second is basically City and PSG. But like if they
200 billion
the gap is massive.
90 million for a January window, and they do that consistently for the next 4 windows.
That's
scary.
That's mad. But I wanted to pose this question to Beast. Actually, is the Prem now the new Super League in terms of everyone is buying into the Prem now? I mean, all the riches are coming in. You have Ronaldo coming back to United. La Liga's in the mud. La Liga's dead. Obviously, the Serie A still has a bit of pull for me personally. But is the Premier League now the new Super League, bro? What do you think, Beast?
I felt that way even before Ronaldo came back. Like I say we, but I mean England always had that up there with it to be the best league in the world. And to make it the Super League, you obviously need the best players in the world. Not the players that earn the most money, but the best players in the world. We see examples week in, week out of English players that don't get recognized because of the Premier League. So you can play in Spain, you can play in France, you can play in Italy. If you play in England, it's very hard. We use the FIFA Pro 11 that we see every year. We always used to see for the past 10 seasons, Barca Madrid, Bayern, Barca Madrid.
Sure.
That's all you see.
True,
but on paper, that is the best player on paper. But you don't look at the performance of the previous season. So with Ronaldo coming back, that gives the Premier League a big boost. And with Newcastle, that just topped it off to say England is now the new Super League.
Number one.
And that is the whether it's monetary value,
economic,
anything. It's someone's watching a video now.
Sorry about that.
Now is it me that's hearing it?
I was thinking
Yo, he's not going to robots in a no time. Rather like fucking Devon's intro music.
Nah, but to answer your question, Davey, yes, I don't think that the Newcastle is the final or that's what made it a Super League. I felt like that before that because they couldn't be recognized for any other thing because the talent didn't work. So with money in the Premier League now, there's no other excuse to say why the Premier League is not the best league in the world. Like you said, La Liga is gone. No one even want to watch any La Liga game because it's pathetic, it's poor. And you can say it's Messi, but I think it's way more than Messi. Because even with Messi there, it wasn't the Iniesta, Xavi, Varsity that we know that made La Liga, that made La Liga a top class team.
It made you want to watch
There's
those
no
games.
Galacticos there anymore. There's no Galacticos in La Liga.
Yeah,
There's nothing
true.
to pull you. There's nobody in La Liga that
Nobody
outlasts
there.
one. There's
No
not one
Lamalikas,
person.
like they say.
They remind me
The one
of
person I'd watch is Camavinga from Real Madrid because I love how that like he plays. But the
Yeah.
rest,
that's
No,
what I
bro.
want to say now. They become like the Crystal Palace game we would randomly watch on a Saturday
Yeah.
because of Saha, because of
True.
one
Yeah.
moment of brilliance. And that's what we get in the La Liga now. We don't get a full-on performance from a club that's showing Champions League players, Champions
they
League
needed Super League,
quality.
James. They needed Super League. They man
Fair
Italian
enough.
club.
Yes, that's what they were
They
looking so
needed
for.
the Super League.
That's
They
what they're
needed
It
pushing
makes
for it.
sense. It makes sense.
Fair enough. But Benny B, I'll come on to you. It was a good football chat, but there's something else, another image that I want to show you actually. You know, this next image it described what I felt like yesterday. Give me your thoughts about this guy. Look at the look of fear in that man's face.
What was his excuse
Wait,
this time?
I can't see.
How can you not see it?
Oh my word.
Can you see it now?
No.
Yeah.
Do
What
you
a
want to
snap pic.
Put it up again. Put it up again,
Let me
David.
Put it up
let me put
again,
it up
yeah.
again.
Oh, there we go. I can see it.
You can see it. That is the ninth round. My guy looks like, what the hell is he doing in that ring? What the hell did I get myself into? Jenny B, give me your thoughts
Yo,
on the Fury versus Wilder, my bro.
Like I told you earlier on, bruh, big ups to Wilder for taking that punishment. Any other man in the world, any other man on earth would have caved a long, long time ago.
He
That
took
man
punches,
is
yeah.
beating like a fucking king. Like a
Last
Look,
4 rounds.
Look, if you want to talk smack, then you must take it up.
Bruh,
Yeah, you have to.
bruh. Like Fury fucked him up.
That uppercuts,
Royally.
and he was still standing. That I
uppercuts,
don't
that
understand.
uppercuts, and
And he
the
was still
uppercut
standing.
to the side on the temple.
Stand,
Bruh, 126 kg tons of force
Yeah.
into your temple.
No wonder he looked like that.
As big as he is, how fit isn't this guy?
Look at him, he's not even built like a boxer. No?
Yeah.
Look at him.
That's my
Crazy,
thing.
bro.
He looked like
That's my thing.
someone that work on the farm or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pick up the
Nah, that man has a perfect dad body, man, bro. He has a body of a father. Someone's
But
dad.
he has a long reach, man. That's his big advantage
Yeah,
for him.
that's what counts
before
for
the
him.
poker game, they pry a half a lamb, 3 months. That's that, bro. That's that, bro.
Big Dog, what
That's
was your
a
thoughts on
lie.
the fight, my guy? What was your thoughts on it,
What
Big
did you say,
Dog?
David?
What was your thoughts on the fight, my man?
My man, I'm a big fan of heavyweight, my man. I'm a big fan, and what I do like about the Gypsy King is that body of his, my man. You know, he's in his peak, my guy. He's in his peak, and what I like is that man he's defeating science, my man, with that body that he has. You know what I'm saying? Because we often see guys in the gym, we often see them, you need to have this type of body, you need to have this type of mindset, whatever, the movies that we watch and stuff.
Yeah,
and here the guy comes.
stereotype type.
I don't know if you saw that shot that Wilder gave him against his forward, my man. That fat was going like this, bruh. that back fat member was going like that. But at the end of the day, Tyson knows what he's doing, bruh. He knows. He's comfortable in his own skin. He's always going to beat Wilder, even if they're going to go for 4th, 5th, or 6th. The fact that they called out AJ again. AJ is bang, bruh. He is bang. As a
No way
man,
AJ beating Fury. There's no way.
there's no way.
No way.
As
No way.
as a man to ignore a call out like that, you're a coward. I would even tell AJ, don't go out there, bruh. Tyson is just so, he's just raw, bruh. Raw.
Tyson Fury no, can get knocked down, but he will never get knocked out.
No.
He will never get. It's
Yeah,
impossible to knock that man out. And the only way AJ will win him is if AJ can knock him out, because you can't jab him for 12 rounds.
No.
You'll eat their jabs up, yeah.
You need to knock. The only way AJ is going to win
that's what I'm saying
is
is
if you can knock him out, which he will never do. He won't. He can't.
That's what I'm saying. He's defeating science, bruh. How do you knock out someone? The last person that we had in heavyweight, we had Ali that had maybe like a meter and a half arm length. You know, when going into shots, we had that with Ali. We had that with who else after him? No, he was the only person that had that length. And now we have Tyson with octopus arms. There's no way, bruh. There's no way.
He can stay in the corner and still jab you.
That man was still a camera. I'll be like, yay. You can find him by Everest and you'll me the woman, bro.
But I want to ask you guys a question, though. Obviously, AJ exercised his rematch clause with Usyk. Yeah. But obviously, now I want to ask, who wins between AJ and Wilder and Fury and Usyk?
AJ wins this one.
I don't think so. I don't think so. He was not convincing. He was not convincing in the last fight.
He was the same against Ruiz the first round. He was the same against Ruiz in the first match. The thing of AJ is he underestimates his opponents.
I would like for him to win the next one.
He did the same with Usyk.
How do you feel about
this one?
I echo what Benny's saying, where you can't go on his seconds, but I don't see the way AJ's demeanor is. We know him to be that type of player, and you didn't see that in the last fight. And I would like him to win the second fight, but with the way he's fighting, I don't see that. Even Wilder can fight AJ now, and AJ will beat him. He can fight anyone. The way Wilder was in that match, he was very
Wilder
sloppy.
must take time off, and 3 years to go find himself.
The shots that he was getting in was reckless shots because he opened up for another 3 shots in that one shot that he gave.
Exactly.
His feet, his balance was gone. When his ears started bleeding, I knew his balance is gone.
Yeah, but he's take pounding like that from Tyson Fury. Your knees will also give him.
But what did you expect, man? What did you expect going into that fight?
Oscar Pistorius, even his knees will battle. Bruh, that is water that rattles your ancestors.
That's mad. But I want to get on to the preview before Mr. Taliep has to bounce, obviously due to Eskom. Would have loved to
flip,
chat
man.
to you. The weekend preview, I want to start with you.
Cousin. You must greet
Wait.
Hello,
do I comment? I don't know. I'm new to this, guys.
No, you can speak.
Yes, you're the know so.
That's name. Guys, you must follow on TikTok. Follow on TikTok.
On TikTok.
He's an influencer.
Toilet money, bro. Toilet money.
Weekend preview.
Weekend preview, let's get on to it. My guy, you got them lot that I hate more than anything in this world. You always whoop their asses. I whoop them again.
It's going to be a party on Sunday. Win or lose, there's going to be a party. So,
how do you feel about it?
Look, I don't know. I think we'll probably be a draw. Hopefully we'll win. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes, guys. Because we're not in the best of form at the moment. So the best I'll hope for is a draw. That's
Newcastle's gonna lose until January, man.
I don't even know how to do a Newcastle prediction.
Taliep, that money is only kicking in January, my man. Expect losses until then.
Nothing new.
Expect losses until then, Taliep.
Thanks for having me, guys, man. I'm gonna bounce now.
Your shot, my brother, man. Love for jumping
January.
on. Yeah.
Anytime.
Most love,
my son wants to show you guys something. All right, guys.
Let Richie.
Shout out, man.
Cheers.
Cheers, Talib, man.
Cheers,
Love for
buddy.
coming on.
Cheers, bro.
Love. But yeah, look,
What
let's
an
come on to
awesome
the
guest.
weekend preview. Benny B, I want to bring on something sticky for you. Actually, your fixtures are going to get a bit tricky. We spoke about this last week, but you guys have now lost Varane as well and Maguire being out. Are you a bit concerned going into this next couple of fixtures for United?
Of course I am. Of course I am, because our two centre backs are now going to be Bailly and Lindelof, who together I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, and I'm not confident at all. And we let Twanzebe go on loan, so our third choice is going to be the infamous Phil Jones. So I see us going very defensive.
Smile.
but Phil Jones leading the title charge.
Yeah,
That's sad, bro. That's sad.
So I see
I
us
just wanna
going
laugh
very
about that.
defensive. I hope we're not playing McFred through the middle, because then it's gonna be 5. So Matic is probably going to play down the middle. It don't look good for Pogba starting, because I don't see he fits in if you're gonna go defensive through the middle. Probably on the left. But Sancho played well, and I'd love to see Sancho start against Leicester. So not confident at all, to be honest. For the run of games. Apparently Varane is out after Liverpool. The second game against Atalanta, the 2nd of November is when he's supposed to be back.
Yeah, fair enough. But he's
That's
going to
what
get a
I'm
bit
saying.
tricky. It's going to get very messy for you guys. Big deal.
And we were the ones going on about depth.
Yeah, no, exactly.
We were the
Yeah,
ones
is it enough to feel comfortable that Lindelof and Bailey beat PSG? That partnership?
Good question.
I
That
don't
partnership
rate
I've
PSG.
seen beating
I don't
a
rate
solid
PSG at
team of
all.
PSG.
I don't rate
Yeah,
PSG.
I understand don't
Brighton
rate
will
them.
give us a
I
better game than
don't rate
PSG.
PSG, but I rate the quality of players that they have. And that's why I say Bailey, I know, can produce. I know that for a fact. I've seen it. Lindelof is the one. Lindelof is that weakling in our defense. Always has been. You remember the Brighton days, miss headers, conceding goals. Bailey, for me, I see there's a lot of confidence. The problem is there's no leadership between the two. There's
He's
no
a
leadership.
person,
So
really.
that's
Right,
going to
right.
count
Really,
against
yes.
us big time. And going to go into this fixture list. We spoke about it when we saw the fixture list coming out. It's for United and United fans. We're going to need to sit tight. This road till December. It's not going to be an easy road. It's going to be a tough road. And it's either we come out of it or heads will be rolling.
I think
see this
Solskjaer is under the most pressure, to be honest with you, Del, because the Ole out has been the loudest it's ever been.
And that's my worry, Benny.
Today they've been analyzing United's coaches, your McKenna's, your Carrick's, your Phelans. What do they actually do? There's a lot of rumors coming out of the dressing room that the players aren't happy, and I feel a lot of this has to do with Ronaldo. The level that he expects is not the level that is there at United right now. And
for sure,
he's not going to sit and be idle about it. That man wants everything in his power to win everything under the sun. And if he feels look, this coach is not up to it for the standard of United, look, he knows the standard under Fergie. And if Kieran McKenna and Carrick is not up to that, they're extending their contracts now. So it's weird, frustrating times. I don't understand, but Ole is not safe at all.
Yeah, that's my worry, Benny. That's my worry that with Ole being under pressure, he produces under pressure. That's what I don't like. I don't like that. I don't like that stats that he has.
You've always said this.
Yeah.
When United was under the pump, when it was on our worst, before Bruno can remember, you said, Ole is going to go on a run now. And he went on a 12-game run.
He went on a 12-game, and that's what I said previously. He jumped on top. And now, and then when there was no pressure, what happened? It went like that. We went right down. So, for United fans, it's going to be a tough road. I did come out publicly and I did say my time with Ole has come to an end. I backed him up the best I could, just as out of respect of him being a legend for Manchester United. But of course, my love for Manchester United is bigger than my love for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So that man, it's going to be very, very tough. I don't think, Ben, I don't know if you can say the same. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we've seen a fixture list like this for Manchester United, like in the past 5 years. I don't think I've ever seen that. But it's going to be tough, Davy. But sit tight, Manchester United fans. It's going to be a long, hard road, my man. But
I agree with Bradley. It won't be Solskjaer that says this season. It's the players. It's not Solskjaer.
Yeah, individual brilliance. Individual brilliance. We've seen that. I agree. But the only thing that I want is I want 3 points against the Scousers. That's all I want. I need that 3 points. And
you have a bigger picture. You need to focus on the bigger picture.
This is Old Trafford, bro. This is Old Trafford. Liverpool is.
I need to get. My man, I don't know when last I beat Liverpool in the Prem. I don't know when last. I need to get that. If I get that, Nigel, my man, I know where you live, buddy. I'm gonna camp outside your house and we're gonna sing until the sun comes up. Mark my words.
I understand the rivalry and why United
12 games, Gary. So my correct. 12 games, bro. 12 games. Not.
I understand the rivalry and why United would want that 3 points, but I feel you have bigger fish to fry. Even if you lose the game to us and you make it out of the Champions League and you beat the other Premier League teams and always laying in a good position, let's say come December, and you saw promising to get out of the group, would you not be more pleased with him than to lose 3 points to Liverpool?
Yes.
Sorry, man, Beast, I lost that last what did you say?
Bragging rights is not more important than 3 points. That's what he's saying.
No, of course not. Of course not.
You can lose to Pool, but if you win the other games and you're in a right position after January and you threw in the group in the Champions League, will you be happy?
No. I will definitely not be happy. No, what I said was...
There's no pleasing everybody, bro. The fuck?
No, what I said for me personally, what I need as a Manchester United fan, I need to get 3 points against Liverpool. Anybody each to their own, but for me as a Manchester United supporter, because what I do know is that string of runs is going to go and we lose those games and we lose against Liverpool, United is done. Finished. We can't watch soccer until the end of the season. There's too much. There's hatred between the clubs.
I want. That is Dale.
Yeah, Jabbar, that's right. That's right. But it's not an old. Whoa.
Just one United trophy.
It's not
old United.
If you're gonna say next season is our season, mark my words. Mark my fucking words.
No, I will never say that. It's not an old United way or a new Liverpool way, whatever. The fact of the matter is, it's a game that I know we haven't won in a long time against Liverpool, and that for me will be something that I'm looking for as a United fan, to get the 3 points, because it's been too long. And I said it when the assist went through to Salah and Becker ran across the field like Titanic, arms open wide, and celebrating in front of us. I will never forget that day, my man, and the revenge is coming soon, mark my words.
I still can't forget that Martial miss. It keeps me up at night.
Keep my moment away.
It keeps me, bro. That miss.
Winning pool is not like a trophy. Let us not put words in people's mouths. It's not like winning a trophy.
No,
outside to bring me satisfaction.
I don't know who this Bradley bro is now, but I'm agreeing with him a whole night.
But Dale, just to, I think on what Bradley commented there, it's coming back to the point of where Liverpool, if we used to beat United, everything was Liverpool finished the season, we won them home and away in that same season.
Exactly.
Then it would be you won the United trophy. That's all you saw.
Yeah,
that is what we're saying, and that's why I'm agreeing with Bradley saying, because your statement leans towards that part of the thing. We can we can lose our games, but we must win pool.
I'm not responsible for my words being misinterpreted here. I didn't win set in a long while, but then last season I beat them home and away. I was excited about that. So what does that mean? I won the City trophy? No. It's teams that I know that there was a lot of rivalry before. I've lost against them. I want to get it. I want to take 3 points away. Beating them in the FA Cup 3-2, it wasn't a satisfaction for me because the league is where I want to be. I want to get back into beating those top teams. I feel like I have the team to do that now. So whether it's a thing of saying it's beating Liverpool, it's a Liverpool trophy, by all means, no, I don't agree with that. I'm saying it I have, and since watching football, growing up, Liverpool and United has been the biggest game. The biggest game. And lately I've been frustrated by not getting points against them. And I want to. No trophy involved, no this and that. It's just
but
my...
I'm saying, from your
Why
next
do you
12,
knock Liverpool out the FA Cup, but you don't win the FA Cup? Focal point.
But
That is exactly
my
thing
what
is-
all this is about. You're still arguing over shit.
For sure.
but my thing is that what Dale is saying is, I get that part. It's time to win Liverpool now. But my thing is, would you then be happy if from this next 12 you win 3, you lose the rest, but one of them is Liverpool?
No ways.
No.
One of that
No
is
ways.
Liverpool.
No, Beaster.
No ways. There's
But
no...
then
There's,
I
for
don't
me,
understand why the Liverpool fixture is that big. Because it's irrelevant
It's
this early on in the
it's the
season.
biggest game in
It's a
football,
massive
bro.
fixture, bro.
How
It's a massive
how
fixture.
can you, a scouse,
Wait, now let me
stupid question.
Now let me elaborate. The shit that your club is in at the moment, with your coach being all out,
Shit.
your every week is all out. How is that your main focus? That's all I want to understand.
It's
Is
not
there
the-
not the bigger picture?
To change, Beaster. It's not going to
This
change. Only out has... Wait, Wait, Ben and myself, we spoke about it now, and we said that the next run of games, Ole actually is more under pressure right now. Yeah, Beaster is very, very nervous. So what I'm saying is, let's look at the fixtures. Devi, do you have a fixture list there? If you look at the fixtures, well, first, one of our biggest games is Liverpool. We get Liverpool in 4 weeks' time.
Yeah,
Leicester.
We have Leicester, we have Atalanta, and then Liverpool comes up.
And then Liverpool.
2 weeks then.
2 weeks time.
Yes, so I mean, that's the game I'm looking forward to. I'm not worried about Leicester. I'm going to beat Leicester. I'm going to beat Atalanta. I'm worried about Liverpool because I want to beat them. That's going to be the start of the run. Not Leicester and Atalanta. I was struggling against
Who's
Leicester.
the nervous one? He's the nervous one,
I was
not me.
struggling against Leicester.
I just want some
Atlanta, where's Atalanta? Where's that Italy? No, man. No, the start of the run started with Liverpool, and I won 3 points there, and then we go. Devon started a few weeks ago and said the next 3 games are going to be vital. Did we hammer Devon? Oh no, that was Devon's
1 point behind fucking Liverpool. We so
But Benny,
shit. We so
yes.
Kyle a cup.
Benny,
Devon-
but that's you
Devon
contradicting to what you were just saying earlier. Where I'm not saying you're so
I'm
bad.
not contradicting shit.
Let
I'm
me
just
finish.
agreeing
Let
with
me
Bradley.
finish.
I'm not
Let me
contradicting
finish.
shit. I'm agreeing
Now
with
let me
Bradley.
finish. Yes,
Okay.
I hear you. So let me say something. You saying you agree with Bradley, but a few minutes ago you said you also agreed with Bradley when you said individual brilliance is getting you there, not Ole. So Ole is catching on the walls of shit, but he's a
I
1
can
point
say
behind
Ole
us.
out and Ole is cut. You can't, bro. It's not
I
for you
never
to say.
said that.
keep
I'm
it
just
there.
saying.
I want Ole there.
Ole is stuck. Ole is shit. Didn't he now just say Ole out?
You just said that, Beaster. Beaster,
know.
you just said that. No, man.
Let me say something.
Nah, wait, Beaster, man.
Whenever I want to say something, you interrupting me by saying something on it. I'm
Okay,
referring
no,
to what
no.
you mentioned earlier. You mentioned
Just don't
earlier
talk nonsense.
that it's not Ole. The reason we are where you are, 1 point behind us, is not because of brilliance from Ole. I didn't say Ole must go, Ole is cut, Ole must be out. I'm not saying that. I'm saying what you said earlier. It's that comment that said earlier, it's individual brilliance or players that is saving his ass. So saying you 1 point behind, I'm not saying United is not getting the 3 points, but it's very scrappy. And if that's how you want to go through every week's gameplay, 3 points by a 90th minute goal, or Ronaldo being Ronaldo on a good day, that is getting you the 3 points. That is not changing your problem. Your problem is you said it yourself, Dale. You said it. You have no system. The way United is playing, you have no system. You have no.
I agree.
United.
I agree.
Not for you to say. Not for you to say.
As
It's not-
Nigel,
That's us on Old Trafford without our system, without our identity, without
We did it already.
lack thereof. That's us.
We did it
You can
already.
have all the say in the world, Beaster.
We did
But
it
for
already.
now, We can't. We will not.
Nigel,
accept someone else
I
from
see
anyone
you.
else.
I see
We
you.
will not.
And I've been
What
seeing
is
Nigel for a very, very long time. You're very invested in Manchester United. Very, very invested. And what I'm going to say,
Whoa! Whoa!
Speak on, Dale. Speak on.
Oh, the shine. He must come
Look,
out
right now,
motherfucker.
I'm listening.
That's all
I'm
that I
just
hear.
listening to the cut the whole time. Don't stop talking about Liverpool.
You,
That's the
Nigel.
biggest game.
We
He's
didn't
like the
even talk
biggest
about
game.
Liverpool.
And yes,
We didn't
listen,
even talk
listen,
Liverpool.
it's my turn now. You all depend on individual brilliance at the moment in time. Ronaldo is a big deal in the United team. I said it before, I say it again. You make Bruno a spy. Now that Ronaldo is there. Yes, I'm saying it. You make him a spy. The pressure is bigger. Be fair. Be fair. You're so struggling now.
What do you mean the pressure is bigger?
Ole cannot coach this team. Ole cannot coach this team.
But
Pogba is too big for him.
we've seen that.
Ronaldo is too
We've
big
seen
for him.
that.
He doesn't even know what to do. The moment the signing came from Ronaldo, Ole is fucked. He went too. He went too. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but now
Ronaldo wasn't part of his plans. Ronaldo was never part of his plans. Ronaldo is a lucky signing and bombastic. He's
lucky
confused.
signing.
And
A lucky signing. Whoa. Don't use words of luck when it comes to Manchester United, my man. I'm so busy with Beaster here. I'm so busy with Beaster. Now, Benny, wait quickly. Beaster, you're very invested in Liverpool, my man, in Manchester United. But one thing that I can say is we know, and to answer your question, we know that there is no formation by Manchester United. There's no system. Klopp had the same problem when he came to Liverpool. Okay, you had the same problem. I went back on your Facebook post. You never spoke anything. Whoa. I went back on your Facebook. Whoa. Beaster.
You can't say Klopp and only
Beaster. I went back on your Facebook post, Beaster, and I done some research. You never spoke about how bad Klopp was.
He took years before he won his first trophy.
Thank you, and I thank you, Benny, and I thank you. And I thank you. Don't say that.
Listen, you can't compare Klopp with Ole never. When Klopp came to Liverpool as a prosecuting captain, Ole had already top players, never. We had a clump. Never we had a clump.
Come on. How many years did it take him to win a trophy?
And Ole,
How many years did it take 3 years to win a trophy?
No, man.
Now we're talking about Ole. For too long, I've been hearing you venting Ole. These Liverpool supporters, but the great club took 3-4 years to win your first trophy. Now you want to talk about other teams? Talk them down. No, sir, man. No, sir. Remove this guy.
Stop doing that.
Remove this guy.
Stop doing that. Every time we'll be playing, this is our future. Every time we speak about the football, we continue. You every time want to run back to the past, bring up a statistic and men's statistic, and I want to compare Klopp and Ole. My brother, I want a statistic and I want Sky Sports. There's a fan page, so we speak what we want to say.
So you forgot about Klopp not winning in the first 3 years. Nothing. You forgot about that. Okay, cool.
I'm speaking about the current team. Your current team, what's Ole now?
Where are you talking from without facts and stats? Where are you talking from?
I'm speaking about the modern football. What's happening right now? I'm saying what you say?
The entire game is stats. The entire game is data.
But you're not talking about stats. You're talking about the count. We're talking about stats. I'm insane now when I talk about stats. What I'm trying to tell you is the modern football now, only situation, club situation. Don't compare the two now. Club done here what he's supposed to have done. Only must do what he's supposed to do.
But how long did it take him to get it done? How long did it take him to get it done?
He doesn't have a cut.
4 years. 4 long years.
And Fergie. How long did it take Fergie?
That's wrong, man. That's wrong.
Wait, Chica,
Don't be
Chica,
like that,
Chica,
Lebaru.
Chica,
You speak
wait.
to modern football.
It took you 4
Don't
years,
compare
man.
that to the past. I went
Relax,
for
Chica.
4 years. So what about 4 years? You got a
Relax.
quiet team now. You never got team now.
Not
Don't
4
talk about
years.
4 years.
Leave him
It's
mute,
4
Chica,
years.
man.
Just be modern
Nah,
football.
leave him,
Oh, so you had a
Guys,
bad team. Oh, so you had
You're
a bad
supporting
team.
a team cut. You're
Oh,
supporting
okay.
a team cut.
That's
Don't be
nice.
like that. Don't be like that, Owens, bro. Don't be fraught about it. Don't be fraught about it. Really, don't be fraught. I'm not saying you are captain. I'm saying you got a good team. Although I'm saying you got a good team. What I'm saying is you can't go back every time and now you want to make a comparison between club and all. We talk about the current situation that the season just started. If I want to know statistics, then I watch Sky Sport. But that must come from you, something that I know already. Come on, be fair, man. With modern football, the season just started. Why would it jump to the past? What's currently happening right now? What's currently happening right now? Who's the dominant teams been so far? If you're going to track 4 years all
Thank
the
you,
time, it's
Bradley.
pathetic.
Thank you.
Dominant
You
team
can't do
where
it all
in
the
the
time.
league.
It's
Dominant team where you saw 1 point ahead of us, Chica. Ali so cut.
I didn't say, oh my word, Kenny. Kenny,
So 1
your
point
ears
ahead
is
of
full
us.
of wax. I didn't say we're the dominant team. I said the current dominant teams. So there's more than one team current at the moment in time. I didn't say Liverpool dominant. I said the current dominant teams, meaning all
And
4 or
United's
5.
not one of them. United's not one of them.
I didn't say so. Then you go again. You make a judgment all the time. I'm saying the whole time it's a quiet team. Let's talk about the current situation. But for Stanley, man, it's a run
The
time.
current
It's
situation
a real time.
the current situation is we are 1 point behind Liverpool in the log, in the top 4 still. It's early days, very early days in
But
the
we speak,
season. We played
wasn't the
two
topic now about the coach?
1-1, lost one.
Didn't you speak about Ole now? Didn't you speak about Ole now?
You spawn by Ole out, man. It's not
I
for
didn't
you.
say Ole out.
Chica,
I didn't say Ole out.
Chica,
No, you in your own bubble, you man.
Chica, relax.
Yeah,
I didn't
Relax,
give
I'm
Ole.
Chica.
I did the current team.
But I
They don't
tell you,
have a
let
cut
Beast
team,
land,
so there's no
let Beast
excuses.
land.
But only this question of cut. Now you want to
Chica,
compare Ole now to a club for 4 years ago,
Chica.
but they only got a quiet team. I said, Mal, no, I want to bro, man.
Chica,
Support your
relax.
team.
Relax,
You
Chica.
said they talking
look like
cut.
he's gonna
That is
break
why I
the
saw
screen.
relax. They
Go
talking
ahead,
total
Beast,
cut, man. I mean, bro,
you
really
were gonna
now.
say
Be
something?
fair, man. Be fair.
We're trying to be fair to give everyone a hearing. So we heard you. So if I make a statement, Benny make a statement, we can all make statements. We can counter that statement when
They're
it's your turn
laughing
to
here at the
speak.
bottom, man.
We can't comment on your statement that you made because you made 17. Whereas
I'm giving points, remember, I'm giving a point all the time.
But we can't give stats and facts.
but now
I didn't
can
say
I
you
say
can't.
something?
I said you can't run back to steps all the time. You speak about the current football now. What is in your team? What you have now and what we have now?
We are 19 statements.
Well,
Oh,
look,
lovely stuff. One more we get to 20. One more we get to 21.
Beaster, what's your opinion on it? You've heard
My-
everybody say, I'm waiting for you
Chica
to
is
give your
something
opinion
else,
on
my
it.
man. Chica is something
My
else.
thing is, there is a lot of things that you can compare the two clubs with. Yes, there's a lot of facts that United can give and that Liverpool can give. That is true facts. My thing is, it all comes down to current form, current formation, current strategy, current camp. How is your current camp? Are you happy in your camp? Benny's telling me I can't say Ole out. I don't want to say Ole out. But it's the same thing when he says Liverpool is not going to be competitors. They need a striker. It's not for him to say we need a striker. There was a comment made last, who do you scare with Origi? Who do you scare with that? That is our choice. If you choose to keep Ole in your team and you are 1 point behind,
Yeah, he's right. I agree.
if you
I
1
agree with
point
him, actually.
I agree.
if you 1 point behind us, but the way you got that 1 point behind us, look at the fixtures. Who did we play? Who did you play? If that fixtures was turned
Nah,
around,
man, don't come with that. Don't come with that, man.
We always play better against the top teams and push against the top teams. That is United, bro.
that
But
was Liverpool
that's saying
also.
nothing. That is saying nothing. We're supposed to win all our games up to now. On paper, we're supposed to win all our games up until
But now we are happy with Klopp, with not buying a striker, with our current form, with the results that we got, the play that we are doing. We are happy there. Our Champions League form is where it should be.
Okay.
Our Premier League form can be better.
Okay.
Whereas United, the first statement, this whole thing came from where Dale made it, the emphasis he had on the need to beat Liverpool. For me, unnecessary to be that big. I know it's a big game. I understand the point that it's a big game, but you have bigger shit to worry about than a pool United fixture. In my eyes, I would then, at the state that the club is in and the way you are playing, I would not be surprised if Pool gives you a puck, and I won't feel ashamed. I don't care if you have Ronaldo also there. There is no structure in that team, whereas if you see the starting 11, I expect him to kill any team. And when I say kill, I mean City leading team laying 11th, 4th. Liverpool doesn't do that. City does that. Chelsea has good play. They don't do that. City will play any team and they knock you out of the park. In the first half, gone. United can't do that. Liverpool can't even do that. Liverpool wins the league. Liverpool came second in the league.
We don't need people like you. Cool, we don't need fans like you, bro. I know that United can literally take anyone, but we don't need people like you, bro.
That is the point I'm trying to bring across. If you're so happy where you are, then so be it. I will not say Ole out, even
bro,
though
we're not happy. We're not happy, no. And I am not happy with Ole, to be honest with you. But I'm not to the point where I'm Ole out yet because I don't see anyone coming in and changing the situation. To be honest with you.
That is what I've been saying on earlier, Benny.
No, but
You
Benny,
don't have, I'm saying it, Benny, hear me quickly. I'm saying it the whole time. You don't have a cuck team. That's my point.
Exactly.
It's a matter of the manager managing this players. This players is big players that you currently got at the moment in time. You can do damage. That's something to say the whole time already. But you can't go back in the past and you compare what Klopp has done, what Ole has done. It's actually a little bit different if you look at it. But I'm saying it the whole time, you can do damage. And I didn't say Ole out. I'm at the moment in time, I'm happy if Ole is confused. So why would I want to say Ole out? You know what I'm going to say?
Yeah, but Jika, that's also very contradicting coming from you, my man. Just all the go. That's actually very contradicting because last season we had a conversation of when United ended above Liverpool. I didn't worry about where I ended. I ended third. I ended above you. What happened? Liverpool's worst season compared to United's best season. Again, you throw that banter, that shade, and you tell us, worry about United. We worry about Liverpool. It's not going to be like that.
Okay, fine. I got you. I'll hear you out. But I'm going to give you just the facts what happened the season when we spoke about. Yes, we had a debate. But I was trying to tell you that when we ended up third with no defense, we were fucked. We had how much injuries? And look where we ended up. That was a very big deal for me. To be fair. You hear me? It was a very big deal.
That who can sack Ole? Honestly.
No, I'm not saying the pool game will sack Ole. I'm not. No, it's wrong with me.
I feel the pool game.
No. Benny, he's got too much big pictures. He's got too much big pictures to make Liverpool.
Well, Benny, you're right there, Benny. Benny, you're right there. Because all the coaches that we had going under pressure into games like a Man United versus Liverpool. And I'll go back to why I said it earlier on. Is we need that 3 points against Liverpool. Because after that, we don't get it, things are going to change. And it's going to change prematurely for Manchester United. So that's why I said
Liverpool. Who just gets first? Wow. Who just playing for Liverpool?
It's Leicester, then Atalanta.
It's Leicester, Atalanta, Liverpool, Spurs.
And then Spurs.
Okay.
And then
I don't see Ole being out after the Pool United game.
Like we said, Beaster.
A new manager
Beaster, like we said,
if you
Beaster, we have Cristiano in the dressing room. If you guys are gonna knock us out of the park that game, my man, what more? What excuse can you make as a manager and as a club?
But then now, who you gonna bring in that's gonna take you out to through to the Champions League knockouts?
That's the problem that I have.
Then why not get him now? Why wait for that fixture?
Steve Bruce.
For what fixture?
But look here, Benny, tell you, you can run a form. If you guys slap Leicester at Atalanta, you can run form for Liverpool. Come on, that's fair.
Yeah, but look, form goes out the window on a rivalry game like that.
Yeah.
I know what I mean. You
I know we're gonna knock them, but it's gonna be because Varane is not there, Maguire's not there. That's why we're gonna knock them.
But then it's gonna be the same thing when we knocked you out of the FA Cup. Virgil wasn't there. Injuries, isn't that? So I'm not. I don't need that type of mindset.
I'll give you any FA Cup fixture. If you're not gonna win it, I'm happy. You're not gonna get. You can take that silver medal, that bronze medal, and run with it. If you're gonna knock me out of the FA Cup, win it. Knock me out the Champions League, win it.
Pointless if you
Then
don't
I
win
will
it.
feel cup.
Pointless.
Then I will feel cup.
Agreed. Fully agreed.
But don't knock me out and you think job done. Then you go lose the next game and then
I didn't say job done. I didn't say job done. I didn't say job done.
You just said now you knocked us out.
Bruh.
You just said now you
I
knocked us
use
out
it
of
as
the
an
FA Cup.
example. I use it as an example. I didn't say I use it as an example, Beaster.
Example for?
What I said is that we go in the ram form goes out the window. He was saying, or you actually said, if you beat United, because Harry Maguire and Dungus wasn't there. Then I could have said the same thing when I beat you in the FA Cup when Virgil wasn't there, but I didn't say that. That's why it meant nothing. That's what I said.
No, but you putting the emphasis on Virgil. Beating us in Virgil.
But that's what I said.
If you had to say we beat United, we
And
beat them out of the FA Cup.
Culture is not negative.
No, I'm just using what you said. If we beat
the whole time.
If you guys beat us, we will someone now say it's because of Varane and Maguire. All what I'm saying is, and I'll go back to what I said. What's the time now? An hour into the show, I said half an hour ago, is that 3 points is vital for Manchester United. This is going to be the third time or the second time that United is going to go into a game under pressure. Let's just say we don't get any points against Leicester. Okay, we're gonna go into a game against Liverpool. Ole, as Benny said in the beginning of the show, Ole out is everywhere. It's trending. It's probably 3.9 billion views of Ole out. So he's gonna go into the game. You knock us 3-0. What excuse do you have as a club, as a coach, and as the players, and knowing that we have Cristiano Ronaldo in the dressing room? Ole's gonna be the goodbye. Ole's gonna be a goodbye.
Okay, I get that. I fully agree. I fully
playing home and
agree
away.
with you, Dale.
Playing home and
But
away.
now.
We're playing on Trafford first.
Away.
Trafford.
Yeah.
Now, Dale, I get that. I get that. But now, if you also say, like, a lot of people are saying, Ole out, or they out, or they in.
Yeah.
Now, my thing is, he wins us on Old Trafford. What then? Another 2 months he gets. Another 3 months he
Okay,
gets.
now wait. Let me answer this question before I reach the Liverpool game. Let's just say we beat Leicester and Atalanta, and we beat Liverpool.
No, Rico, I don't worry about that. I'm talking about us.
Okay.
Before you made any statement, you said, I just want to beat
It's
Paul.
very difficult to answer that question. I would buy us time. Yes, I would buy us time. I would buy all the time.
But you're okay with that? You want him to stay then?
That's what I'm saying. I have to add something to this answer. I have to.
No, you said earlier, I want to win Pool. So my thing is, that is going to buy him time if he beats us. But if you lose...
Okay. Beating Pool. Let me answer your question then. Beating Pool will put United on a certain type of a platform to getting consecutive points. So beating Pool, knowing that Pool is our first big game. I have respect for Pool. Pool is still a team that I want to beat. I'm not saying they crap. I want to beat Pool. I need to beat Pool.
Do you want Ole to stay? Do you want Ole to stay?
Do I want Ole to stay?
Yes. Do you want Ole to stay?
Say no. I want to hear this.
Due to Fifth Amendment, I invoked my Fifth Amendment rights. I decline to answer.
Okay, now I respect that. I respect that. My thing is, I respect that. Yes, I respect that. Now my thing is, you're okay with the fact that Ole shouldn't be there. But if he beats us and he buys himself another 3 months or to be there till the rest of the season, you're okay with that also. But you beat Pool.
What I'm okay with, what I'm okay with, and most of you guys that was on this show was on my show 2 weeks ago when I said, when I look at Ole as a coach, what I've seen that man went 12 games unbeaten. Then I think to myself as a supporter, I think that what can this man actually produce then? If he can go 12 games on the trot and winning games, there is something to Ole. There's no system, there's no this and that what we speak of, but the man went 12 games unbeaten. Now he goes through this roller coaster thing, and this for me, maybe Benny can also say the same thing, it's a roller coaster emotions. Up, down, up, down. Of late, we are here at the bottom. We bottom feeders. So for us and for Manchester United going into the game, we need to, of course, say, Liverpool is the team to beat. When we come to a team like Tottenham, Tottenham is the team to beat. Chelsea are the team to beat. What I'm saying is United at this moment in time are the underdogs going into those playing against those teams. We lost against 6-1 against Tottenham last season. We lost home and away to Liverpool last season. We lost against Chelsea.
No, we
So for
didn't.
me, every
you
game
didn't.
is going to be
Lost
that team to beat.
Lost and drew.
Yeah.
Lost and drew, pardon me. Lost and drew. But just before you go, Jigga, just before you go on, what I'm saying
I
is,
want to give
for
my
every
theory.
game that we
Can I
go
give my
into,
theory?
is going to
course.
buy only time.
But you're
My
okay
Yeah,
with
theory.
just
that.
before
My theory.
it's going to
Sorry,
buy
Bismarck.
only
I
time.
think we're giving
So for me,
Bismarck time, Mr. Gas.
For me saying I'm okay with it, for me saying what I'm okay with it, if it gives us 3, it's gonna be. I can't get that word, but I hope you guys will understand. If you give me 3 points, I guess it's okay. I guess it's okay.
Okay,
Because at the end of the day, it's
Benny.
going to come to a point until you lose us 3 points, then we'll be back to square one.
Sorry, Benny. Just to come in there quick there. So now the way I see it is like if I can go back to Klopp when he started there, Liverpool was poor. They had no defense. Once his ball started rolling, and you could see here's some identity coming
Once he
through.
sold
He
Coutinho.
never looked back. Like I can say, like we would lose the odd game, but not the normal lose that Liverpool would have before we had identity. Whereas what we're seeing in Ole is the 12-game run that we always go back to. He had that run, but then from there, it looked. You would not say if that was your first game, the 13th game, you would not say you come from a 12-match run. Then
For
you
sure.
get that run again, 4 games, perfect.
For
Then
yes.
you get stumble
Yes.
again. Now, I don't understand how that can be a form that a United fan can be happy with. Because
Can
how
I
many
explain
times,
what
how
I
many
think,
chances,
Mister?
how many chances is he gonna
I have
get?
the answer to your question,
Okay.
Beaster.
Okay.
My thing is there was a style and a pattern of play before the signing of Ronaldo. There was a plan going into this season. If you look at our first
There
game,
you saying it. I told you this.
the Leeds
Is that right?
game,
Is that right?
the Leeds game, where we blew them out of the fucking water, the 4-1, and Ronaldo's first game. I remember Ronaldo's first game was still the style and pattern that they planned on going into the new season. This somehow changed with the signing of Ronaldo, because
So then-
in the very next
you.
game, you could see
Game set
just
match.
cross into Ronaldo.
Thank
Just
you for
cross
the
into
evening.
Ronaldo.
Thank
Now-
you very
Now-
much, Benjamin yourself.
Now we
Thank you
going-
for the
now we
evening,
going-
guys.
I
Yes,
wait,
now we
wait,
get
before
back
you
to
go,
the
I want to
pod.
get your thoughts before you go.
Now wait
Give me
before
your
No,
thoughts.
I'm not
Jiggy, before
going.
you
No, I'm not
answer.
going. I'm not going. I'm not
Oh.
going. I'm just saying.
Oh.
I've been saying this a long time, and he's saying it now again. It's a true
So that's-
story. And
but
it's
that's
one more
what-
thing. Sorry,
Jigga-
Peter. Just one more thing. Sorry to say, but Del, you guys are no longer underdogs because the caliber of players you have in the team. You can't go under the radar as underdog
agree.
because you got
Because
Ronaldo in the team. You got the
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Pogba, you got the
understand.
Bruno.
Yes.
Anybody
Yes.
that comes to you
I
is going to play their best
understand that.
football. The same with Liverpool. If anybody that comes play against Liverpool is not going to play proper football, they're going to come very hard. And same with United because of the caliber of players that you have. I know you would want to go under the radar for underdog, but
No,
they're not going to look at
being
you as the
underdogs and
It's a
being under the
powerhouse.
radar are two different things. Don't say that I'm underdogs. Don't mistake that as weakness,
You
my
said,
man.
no, that's
I'm
what-
not afraid of
you
playing
said
Liverpool.
you're
I'm not going
underdog,
underdog.
You said you're going in as the underdog. Like that's the underdog. You said,
And when I say going as underdogs, I'm meaning as the form. If I use Liverpool and Manchester United and the last stats, yes, you don't like the word stats and you don't like this whole thing, but we have to, of course, look at it. I'm saying going
But
into
you
a
also
game
said that there's
against
no form
Liverpool
for that fixture. You said
over the
before you said
last
anything,
3.
There's no
Eh?
form when it comes to that fixture. You said form
I
is
didn't
out
say
the
that.
window. You did.
I said form is out of the window on the day. But what I'm
Yes.
saying is going into it. But going into it. You understand? Going into it, we have to look at those things until that first whistle goes. And
then you
also,
can't say form
if you
is
want
out
to
the
look at it
window.
in this way, is
Hi,
with the
Beaster.
Cristiano Ronaldo effect, where we say the whole gameplay changed. Remember, Ronaldo had the same thing with Manchester United with Ferguson. He had the exact same thing. Ronaldo was the
But he
center of
became a
attraction.
superstar
He was the
United.
person that had
He
the free
became a
roll.
superstar
He was the
United.
person with the free
When
roll.
he came back
No
to
one
United,
saw that.
he was a real world-renowned footballer. It's a difference. He became a superstar years ago at United. He moved over. He continued his career. He's a powerhouse. He's a one-man powerhouse at the moment in time. Him back in the United team is a massive thing because
He was the
that's
same thing at Manchester United, my man. He was the same thing at
Sorry?
Manchester United. He was the same thing with
I'm
Ferguson
saying
there.
years ago he
He was
became a
the exact same
superstar there.
thing.
Not when he came there. His ego wasn't that big. His attitude
No,
wasn't that
man.
big.
Of
He's
course,
now
he
a
didn't come there as a
No, I'm
superstar. He was
talking
built
Ronaldo
into that.
already, gents.
He was built
Since
into
he
that.
was rumored. That's all we've been speaking about.
But Benny,
I'm a United fan. I'm CR7 to death.
yes,
But
I get it.
I'm talking about this, bro.
But now, Benny, it comes back to the first point we had where we said what he could bring. It could be the one that says Rashford, all the youngsters come up.
We're still talking about him. You now just said the first part. We're on the 30th, and we're still talking about him.
But I want to make you understand
Oh my
what
God,
we're talking
Rich.
about. We said then
Guys,
we
at
don't
the
know
end
what
of the day,
Ronaldo's
at the
going to
end of the
bring.
day, at the end of the day, it's 5 games played, 3 games. What's Cristiano Ronaldo? He already gave us 3 goals in the
You
Premier
choose
League.
your
He's
side
gonna
and
score
stick to
more.
it.
He's gonna win us a lot of games. There's a lot more to expect from Cristiano Ronaldo. How that fits in with Manchester United as a whole, I don't know. But like I said, individual brilliance is only gonna take us so far in this Prem.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
It's going to
true.
take us so far in the Prem as and as much as like individual brilliance of Salah against City. That's individual brilliance. But then there's a team goal also to show for it. No joke. It's not banter. But there's team goals to show also for that. You know what I'm saying? But with United, it's going to be don't cry, Benny. That's what he's crying all the time, Greg. So at the end of the day, we must just let this man do what he needs to do. And to answer your question, Beaster, Ole will win a game that's going to give him the next 3, and he will only be as good until he loses his next game.
But then
That's
he get
done.
another
I'm done.
chance. Then he's going to get another
I'm
big
done.
fixture. And if he saves that
I'm
one, or he
done
makes
commenting
another
about Ole.
12
I'm
game
done
run.
commenting about United. I think as a United fan, I've given all my knowledge and my expertise as a
But you
Manchester
didn't
United
answer
fan.
my question.
And I'll
You played
be-
the fifth. You played the fifth when I asked you
Eh?
a question. You played the
Look,
fifth
you
when I asked
can't
you a
go
question.
against that. You can't go
What?
against it. It doesn't show any weakness or anything. Pleading the fifth, I vote that, so
It's
you
not a
cannot bring
murder
it up
case.
again because it
It's not a
is
murder
illegal.
case. Yeah, it's not a
It
murder
is
case.
illegal to ask the
So you
person about the
can't
fifth.
Fair enough.
plead the fifth.
Fair enough. So, Big Dale and Benny, can I ask you guys for your predictions against Leicester?
Leicester 6, United 3.
Yo, my guy, what has happened to you? What has happened to this guy over the week?
Dagger is a dagger.
Deterioration of this guy.
Is a dagger in his heart.
You know what?
Like a team, bro. It's my prediction.
Like I said in the beginning of the show, I've seen the Bailey Lindelof partnership. It can help us. Yeah, I'm gonna go 3-1 to United. I'm gonna go 3-1. We're going to concede, unfortunately, but I'm going 3-1.
Fair enough. And I want to actually come on to Liverpool, Watford. Beast, I think you will agree that this was a sticky fixture a couple of years ago, obviously ending the whole
Broke their
unbeaten
run.
run.
Broke their run. The 3-0.
Broke their
It was about
run, that-
1989.
Yeah.
Yo, their faces, man.
Man's got his smile
Is
back
that,
all
wait,
of a
sorry,
sudden.
is that the year we won the league?
Yeah, that was that. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. That's all I wanted to ask. I just wanted to hear that. No, I just wanted to make sure we talk about the same game. I just
Old
want to hear the
news,
same
old
game.
news, bro.
Priceless. Fucking priceless. Kyk, we buy this Moorsie event, man. Pride, numbers is moving, DJs, everything. Man, we used to go win a dance competition. Win a Jägermeister, Yellow Red Bulls. It's buzzing. Liverpool was 3-0. Party out, tossed out to the world.
Yo, I've never seen
I'm
it happen
lucky.
in a while.
My life was made, bro.
I never wanted the Invincible trophy. I wanted the Premier League.
Mate,
But thanks
yo.
for that.
Oh my,
That's
oh
one
my.
because of
Who
our
doesn't want the
rest
Invincible
of my
trophy
life.
as well?
The rest of my life,
I
I'll
want
remember that
one.
day.
But yeah, Beast, Jigs, just give me your thoughts quickly on that game. Let's preview Liverpool, Watford, Ranieri's first game. How do you see it going? Van Dijk did score in the week for Holland as well.
But now Watford is struggling in the league, so I know what they did to us, the title winning league. So I don't see them bouncing back the first week with Ranieri there. So I still see us Salah coming from his fiery City game, bringing that form back in there, and I don't see us conceding. So I would say 2-0 Liverpool.
Fair enough. Jigs.
4-0 Liverpool. Ranieri is gonna tighten up at the back there. He's gonna tighten up at the back there. But we're gonna break it. Our youngsters on form. I smack him stuck in. Curtis Jones. I smack him stuck in. He's gonna unlock them. Firmino's is looking hunger now because Tottenham making cut the whole time. And Leicester, and United 3-2 for Leicester. Vardy to
So,
make
that
the
was
game
in
all
it.
over again. Vardy give a wake up call.
Vardy in my fantasy, man. I'm really
Vardy!
thinking of captaining Vardy in my fantasy, bro, against this United defense. To be honest.
David, England's
dude.
game is starting soon, my guy.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
2
Final
minutes.
thoughts. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Where should I begin? Peaster, final thoughts, my brother. Talk to me.
Now, very, very interesting part. We missed it last week. The international break is
Hey.
still here, but the guys in the comments again, you guys make us attack one another here. So keep it coming. Big Dale, much love for you, my friend. I'll see you on the 24th of October. We're watching that game next to, on top of, in front
Yes,
of,
sir.
behind each other. But we're watching that game together.
Yes, sir.
Everyone
You
else,
can't stand
David.
behind
coming
me,
to the
so we're not
plane.
gonna see the screen.
He's coming to the
I'm
plane.
coming to the plane, my man.
We'll be there,
I
hey.
must stand right at the back wherever the fuck you are.
But yeah,
On
thanks
the
a lot,
first
David.
side
Great
view of
show.
the game.
Thanks, everyone in the comments.
Nah, thank you, man. Thank you. Like I said, I just asked the questions
David,
and posed the. You
Davey,
guys
I
make
didn't
it.
hear you talk about your cut team. Don't you want to say
Hey,
something
I'm
about
sorry.
your cut team?
Say no more. Leave me where I am. Leave it to me. Don't worry. I'm in a good mood tonight, and you don't want to spoil my mood.
Are you loving the process, Davey? Are you loving the process?
Listen, I don't want to swear. There's kids that watch the show.
Nah,
I'm not gonna-
what is your prediction for Arsenal Palace?
I told
Leave
him
your
last week
prediction.
2-0 about my blood clot yang.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
I told him 2-0 and I'm
Yes,
sticking by
yes,
it.
we did, yeah, we did the
About my
preview.
what?
preview.
About my blood clot yang.
Blood clot, yeah.
Yeah, but listen, it's a 2-week international break. Let's see if Arsenal still got it in them. It's always
Yeah.
tricky coming back from international break. You know this.
Look,
You know this.
to be honest with you, I think they done us a bit dirty with the fixtures in the terms of we have to play the Monday and the Friday again. But I mean, he's got ample enough time in terms of rest and that type of thing, so we shouldn't complain. But again, I'm going for 2-0. If you can't back your team at your home ground, then why the fuck are you doing it in the first place? Palace at home, we should,
Right.
even though that's been a sticky fixture,
Yes, Baba.
we should get it done. Yeah, love to you guys in the comments. Benny B, final thoughts, my brother. Talk to me.
Big ups to them in the comments. They make the show. We are their comments is what drives this content. So big ups to them. Yeah, talk over Ronaldo. Not looking forward much to Saturday. Maybe I'll be better next pod, but yeah. That's
I don't know.
Ben is like a
Yo,
light
yo,
team, bro. Ben
Yo,
is like a
I just
spoiled
look at
light
this
team,
guy
bro.
Smile away, my guy. Jigs. Well, no, you know what? Dale, final thoughts, my brother. Talk to me.
Yeah, because you know this man, my bro, yo, my ears is finished. But yeah, most of all, the fans, the viewers, without you guys, this will never be possible. So thank you very much. 1 hour and 20 minutes. You stuck it through. And yeah, Beaster, you know, we're on that, bro, the 24th. I'm coming through to the plane. So if I have any homies still left on
You
that
were
side,
never
make sure
ready.
the roads are clean.
You will
Make sure the
never
roads
ready.
are clean for me to arrive
You
because I have a
were
good
never
feeling
ready.
about this one. Noise will be made and we are going to sing until the sun comes up.
Good luck with
But
singing
thank
in
you
the
very much,
Premier League,
everybody.
in the premium.
So thank you very much, Beaster, Benny, Jigger, and David D, my man. It's always amazing being on the show. Yeah, when Jigger comes on, please put on the mute button.
I miss Pascal
You
though.
know, I
Where's
can't mute
Pascal?
my guy, man.
Where's
Come on.
Pascal?
The man of the moment. Don't worry, Pascal will be back soon. Pascal will be back next week. He messaged me last night. He'll be back soon. Jigs,
Miss you,
final
buddy.
thoughts. Take us home, my guy.
No, I was going to say thanks again that I can jump on. Thanks again for you guys, the entertainment. You know, finally, you couldn't touch me tonight, Dale. I came from the.
No more Ellen
I have been
Dodgers.
pushing Dale for a couple of weeks now. I have been trying to get hold of Dale. I have been pushing buttons, throwing bombs. You must know how it goes, but get the reaction. I waited. I said, right, let it settle until I come back on.
Yeah.
But now
I feel you, man.
the guys are playing the yeah, I had to do something. You can't play with LA Dodgers the whole time, bro. You can't dodge the whole time.
We will get you, bro. We will get you.
I must get to come out.
Now I know
But it's
for
always
next
fun,
time. Now I
guys.
know for
I'm
next time.
enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. It's fun. It's fun.
Love for
And
jumping
thank you to
on
my
and love-
fans. I want to say thank you to my fans for always supporting me, for always looking out for me, for always wanting to see me on the show. Guys, I appreciate all of you, man. I really do. You wonder I'm gonna invite all of our fans for a bride.
Well, Jordan.
No, but again, Vince, like I say, you guys make it the comments. You guys, thank you for bringing the fire as always. Appreciate
Hello,
it.
Alex.
Love for the love. You guys know what to do in the comments. Like the thing, share the thing, subscribe to the thing. We're a few subscribers away from 200. Get us there before the 24th of October. It's your boy David D. It's Big Dale, Beaster, Penny Jigs, and we out here. Love for the love.
Yes. Yes.